Scandinavian Bob here, hi. In many of my videos, I talk about the fact that we are now living in a world where we are constantly bombarded by supernormal stimuli of all kinds of sorts. We have social media, alcohol, adult sites, junk food, super stimulating video games, online gambling, dating apps, Netflix, TikTok, and even the internet itself. So, how do we navigate through all of that without numbing ourselves and becoming brainless zombies? Well, I could give you directions and things to consider in all kinds of different circumstances, but that would make this video 10 hours long. So, instead of doing that, we are going to use real simple down-to-earth logic and clear thinking here. And I'm going to give you 3 questions you can ask yourself whenever you're unsure about your internet use. Let's take your phone use as an example. Question number 1. Are you using your phone, or is your phone using you? Yeah, now that's a good one right there, and it's clearly something worth thinking about. For example, most days I can proudly say that today I have been using my computer, my internet connection, and my phone to grow my business, grow as a person, and to move me forward in life. But then on some days I do admit that I fall into the trap of endless browsing online, wasting a lot of my time and feeling drained after I'm done. And on those days I definitely feel that my phone was using me instead of the other way around. Now, I'm not saying you have to have a business or else you are using technology wrong. No, you can just as well use it to learn, to grow, to get ideas and get inspired as well. And there's nothing wrong with using it in moderation for recreational use as well. But then when it comes to that, here's question number 2 for you. How do you feel after you're done? Oh, that's another good one right there. How do you feel after you're done? Do you feel drained and sluggish? Well, that's a good indicator that you have just been aimlessly browsing without any real purpose, without learning anything, and even without getting inspired. Heck, you probably didn't even enjoy it. And so all you were doing was wasting your time. Again, there's nothing wrong with using the internet as recreation, but if you do, you shouldn't be feeling drained after you're done, because that's a good indicator that you've just been getting dragged along, riding on a dopamine stream while wasting a lot of time on low-value content. On the other hand, maybe you just watched a few easy-to-digest YouTube videos, and after you're done, you feel happy and relaxed. Well, if so, it was probably pretty good recreation for you and not something you should be worried about. You know, I sometimes get questions like, do you think watching nofap videos is good or bad for my rebooting? Some YouTubers say it's bad for me, others say it's good. What's your opinion on this, Bob? Well, once again, you should have clear and logical thinking here. It's actually quite simple, really. Question number 3. Did watching add something to your life? Or did it take something from you? If you learn something, for example, helpful tools and tips on how to avoid relapses, or even if you just get inspired, well, then it's clearly adding to your life rather than taking something from you. Now, if you on the other hand find that it for some reason only makes you relapse even more, or that watching too often makes you depressed and stressed, well, then the videos are taking more from you than what they are adding. So it depends on the person. As you can see, it's pretty simple really. Whenever you feel doubtful about how you're using internet, just use these 3 questions and the answer will come to you. What about adult sites? Oh man, well here I can just use question number 3 on myself and say that took so much more away from me than what it ever gave. In fact, when I was younger, I thought that adult sites would bring me so much pleasure, but they actually just ended up robbing me of my ability to feel pleasure in my day-to-day life, simply because they desensitized the reward system in my brain. And boy, did I also feel drained after a 3-hour session. Yeah, so clearly that one is something that wouldn't pass the test for me with these 3 questions. And oh hey guys, if the word supernormal stimuli is something that makes you a bit confused, then take a look at this video right here, as over there I'll share something that's both funny and very informative. And at the same time you'll also discover why trying to mate with a beer bottle is a really, really bad idea.